Best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Oilers and the Jets, next on Madden Football.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Oilers taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, their head coach has got to believe it in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Jets offense ready to take over, and they do so behind the now 40-year-old quarterback. He hit that milestone back on December the 2nd. Here is Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Oh, he sheds himself free. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now Rodgers. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. You look at this defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former #1 overall pick and a one-time league leader in passing yards out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Houston.
Jameis to throw it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Powering his way forward. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That didn't appear to be a designed safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action. Winston. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Winston. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. When you talk about this Jets defense, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Clock running. Under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I'll pick up the 2 yards. 1st down, Oilers.
From the red zone now, Winston. Over the middle to Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Oilers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw is Wilson. Completes it to Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, he obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now it's Wilson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Ridley, 53 yards. And the Jets have regained the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. He had the touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year. And he'll look to keep it rolling, first down.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Winston. Here's a screen for Robinson. He's got room past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Winston. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't dropped too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jameis now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Winston. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And good work there defensively. So able to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson. Pressure comes and down he goes. The longtime vet, Jamie Collins, the man to bring him down.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Winston's throw complete to Dotson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Winston now to throw on first down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw, Winston. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. Touchdown! DeVonta Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Oilers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we are at halftime here. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, DeVonta Smith.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's Winston. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense. offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Here's Hardman to return. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Now it's Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A first catch there for Wilson and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Houston set to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Partner, we always talk about how important 3rd down is, but I think 1st down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Winston. Complete. Smith has it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I was laughing. People say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync. and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And McLaurin, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston now. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down, Winston. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get a sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rodgers going to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fielded just inside the 30.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now comes a Houston offense. Set to take over here.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Howell's throw taken in by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. Sets up the screen to Robinson. He'll get it inside the 20. Still going. They can't stop him. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 16 yards, a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Oilers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. New York set to take the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. Down the sideline he goes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands here of Hardman.
Complete to Mecole Hardman. He steps out behind the line of scrimmage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Rodgers. And it's complete right back to Ridley. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for the Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to